Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. We're playing ACC, Centre Courts Competition only, and we will be showing you how to resolve a issue. So basically, if you're in a practice and qualifying session and you are on an invalid lap, so it means you've exited the track limits, basically your time won't count and the session will end early. So basically, it's important to stay within track limits so that you will complete your lap and you can get another lap. But it is also very easy. So you see the white line at the edges of the track. Basically, if you go wider than that, the top left of your screen shows your time. If that goes red, it means you're invalid, and basically a lap time won't be set. And if you don't know about racing, you want a lap time, it makes you start up like more to the front of the grid. So say there's 3 people in the session now, whichever one of us gets the fastest valid time will be put on to the top place, and we're starting first. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm showing you how to resolve the issue of the session that ended early. So I'll be showing you how to make it finish as it should. But first I will show you the issue of it. So basically you can see the time hasn't finished yet. But if I was to go off the track, then the session would end early, resulting in no one else getting another lap. So let's just say I got wide, you see the session ended early then, whereas I should have got another lap. But if you go wide, basically the game doesn't register it and it just marks you as the game's ended, because there's no point taking more time up, which is annoying. But a lot of people don't know that if you actually stay valid, then it will actually work and you can finish your lap. Ultra OBC, I'm using the Ferrari 488 GT3 car. I find it the easiest car to use, and I enjoy it the most. So what we will do now is we will leave the session and join another one, so I can show you how to actually do it properly, and then if we have time we might do a little race as well after. Any other questions? So we're just going to find another lobby, see if we'll join this one around Silverstone, and we will have a go, and I'll show you how to fix it and overcome this issue. Green light. To be honest, I'm not sure if the Ferrari is the best car to drive. I like it the best as I can stay in control of it more. There's a lot of cars, so it's basically like you got BMWs, McLarens, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Jaguars, all like that, and basically they're all around the same and they're all capable of the same things, but it's what you prefer driving yourself. And I find more comfortable and faster in the Ferrari. So you can see at the top there's 4 minutes left to qualifying, which means I'll get about 2 laps, which but depends if I'm able to finish as a lap. It's about 2 minutes left. But yeah, as you can see, the corners of the track have these white lines, as you can see to the left and the right of the track. If you go the other side of that white line, basically it will count you as not a valid lap, so you will be you'll be invalidated and the session will end early. It's very annoying, but it's just a thing with this game, and that's how it is. But not many people know how to fix it and how to overcome it, so it's important to show all of you how to fix it. So it. If you're invalid, it will show at the top left of the screen, and it'll be red the timer instead of white. White means you're valid, red means you are invalid. So yeah, we're around Silverstone right now, which is in England. It's the home of the British Grand Prix in F1, and we're driving it in a Ferrari 488 GT3 car. Any other questions? What are the green arrows for? The green arrows. I'm not sure what you're looking at, Martin. If you're talking about the green bits with the numbers on top of them on the road. Oh, that's basically that shows me the driving line where I should be, and when it goes red, it means I should be braking, as you can see there. But I just use it on tracks that I don't know as well. I use it to know where I'm going. This is probably about as competitive as the racing games get, so it's important to stay on the road and not, well, anywhere else. So basically all the numbers in the top corner basically mean like how safe you are, and that's like what gets you into more competitive sessions and stuff. So as you can see, SA is 7 miles and 74, which goes up to 99, so basically 99 is the best and then 1's the worst. So yeah, if you have any contact with anyone, basically your SA will go down, which is crazy really. But it's very important to keep it high so you can do more competitive races against better drivers. Will you be able to complete the race if you didn't have the arrows on the road? Yes, as I know this track, but there's some tracks like I just never drive, so I mean I'm not as confident around there, so it's important. I find it easier where I know where to brake and what the lines are, so I don't know, I think it's just more for reference and what to actually do, which I find better. But yeah, I could drive this track and a handful of others, because you just get used to it and it's just muscle memory after a while. But yeah, I find it quite easy. So as you can see, even though my lap was invalidated, then there's a person in front of me which is valid. As you can see there, the session's ended early, but as you can see on the track map in that left middle, there's another one on his lap. So because he has crossed the line, the session has carried on, and it will not end until 2 minutes and 11 seconds, which is enough time for him to finish his lap. If you couldn't hear, how I'm changing gears is my paddle shifts, and as I'm using the steering wheel. So basically the session ended there because the other guy that was on his lap went invalidated, so he left the white lines off the track. So yeah, basically the game doesn't like to waste time, and they just like to finish the session early. So as you can see, that's the common issue resolved. So just stay in the white lines if you can help it, and if you finish the race, if you can get another lap in before the session ends. So looks like we have enough time for a race, if we go very quickly. Basically, if you are invalid, which means you go off the track limits, then you're invalid. So basically, if you can still make it to the line, basically the game won't let you, as you are invalid, and basically just won't let you count it, which is, it's annoying, but a lot of people don't know.
30 seconds.
Like, if they want to make to the line quicker, they'll cut the track so they can get to it quicker, and then they can start a lap quicker. But it's important to stay in the track limits so you can
20 seconds.
actually make it. So we're going to quickly start this race. It'll be 5 minutes of the race, and then we will end it. Yeah, as you can see, the two white lines at the edge of the track, basically, if you go wider than that, you don't really want to ever, but if you do, then basically the race will end. But in the race, it doesn't really matter as much, as you get 3 track limit warnings, and if you do it more than 3, then you will get a drive-through penalty, which means you drive through the pit lane, which is not very good at all. But yeah, this game is it's not an arcade simulator like Forza or Gran Turismo, it's proper, the big stuff, so it's always about being clean and safe.
Green light, go, go, go.
So you can see the person in front of me had jumped the start a little bit, meaning he went too quick when he told me to go 43 miles an hour, so basically he'll have to go through the pits because he started the race too early, which, yeah, it's important to look out for, and just always be, it's better, you can lose more than you can gain. No, you can gain more than you can lose. You can gain more than you can lose. Because I would rather just be a little bit slower than have a drive through, as it can lead into you being about a minute behind sometimes, as the pit lanes can be longer than ours. So he's also running wide there, which means he'll get a 1 out of 3 track limit warnings. If he gets all 3, then he will have another drive through. You can see DT next to his name on the bottom left of the screen. He is F1 here. Basically, from the top left of the screen, you can see my time going up. That's my lap time in white. Basically, if it goes red in a qualifying or practice session, then basically you're eliminated. But in the race, it doesn't matter as much as you get track limit warnings. So yeah, you never really want to go wide anyway, because it doesn't really help you. You try and get more momentum, and sometimes it doesn't even work because you're exposing yourself to being overtaken. So I don't really tend to go wide unless I have to. Or some corners, basically it lets you to go wide sometimes, as basically, I'll show you here. So if I go too wide at the exit of this corner, which I will do for you, so basically it's just because I'm not braking as enough, so I'm basically cutting the track. So yeah, you can see track limit warning. I'm number 1 out of 3. So basically, if you get 3 of them, you will get a drive through, and you get them from being dirty basically, and not being safe. Would I recommend this game to players of car wrecks? Yes, if you're interested in car racing and GT3s, then I would definitely recommend it, as it's a different approach to a racing game. It's much more serious, and you have to depend on setups, and it takes a lot of practice. And yeah, with drifting, you have to rely on car control and your ability to be able to get the car loose at the rear end of the car. So in a set of course like competition 7-8, you have to keep the car in a straight line, use traction control, anti-locking brakes to give yourself more traction and resultantly make yourself faster. So I would recommend it, but it's not going to be dirty, and you can't really muck around. You have to be clean and work to get your safety rating up and gain speed. So the game is about £30 to buy, but you're getting a lot for it. You're getting about 12 tracks and about 15 cars, which is very good for what it is, I think. And if you're interested in racing, I'd definitely get it, but it's the top game on console, and PC really that you can be playing. But it is frequently on offer, so if you catch it at a good time, you might get it for a good deal. And it's a brand new game. It came out in late 2020, so it's very updated and a good game if you like racing. It's not like any arcade game. It's proper realistic, and you rely on setups and many other factors to be quick. But I do recommend using a steering wheel which simulates basically what you're doing. There isn't really a best car, it's just what suits your driving style. I would say for myself either the McLaren 720S or the Ferrari, as they are both very fast and stable. However, for a track like Silverstone where you're relying on corner speed, I'd say it's better to be in the Ferrari as you're more stuck to the track, as McLarens don't take curbs like this. McLarens don't take it as well, it's just so low to the ground. Basically, the car will just spin out and gain and get damage, which you don't really want. So we'll finish this lap and then we'll wrap the stream up, as hopefully you've all learned something from this stream and you'll know how to overcome this issue if and when you're playing it in the future. Has everyone enjoyed the stream so far? Thank you, Logan, for your kind words. So I'll just park you off this finish line and I'll show you all the other tracks and cars that you can use, and then we'll wrap up the stream.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
So that's been a centre course competizione. I would very much recommend driving this game and get in this game if you can, as it's very good. So the tracks you can drive are all of the ones here. All of the ones that are locked are basically from DLCs which you have to buy, which is annoying, but it's what games are these days. And then these are all the cars. So you've got the Aston Martin Vantage, Audi R8, Bentley, BMW M6, Ferrari which I use, Honda NSX, 2 Lamborghinis, a Lexus, McLaren 720S, Mercedes AMG GT, Nissan GTR, and the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. So thank you for watching the stream. Hope you liked it and also learnt something from the stream, and like and subscribe for more.